Boring Breakdowns. What up, y'all? We're going to be discussing the hand fighting skills of George Foreman and how he was able to use specifically his Matador protocol in dealing with the aggressive Joe Frazier. A lot of folks reach out to me in the comments or in the DMs asking, how do you deal with an aggressive opponent? Well, we're going to be discussing 3 techniques Foreman used, and now we will talk about these 3 techniques, which is a scoop, a turn, and a push. This is a mini snippet of the long form study. If you guys would like a little bit more of an in-depth study on this, on his hand fighting, and then also how he used that hand fighting with his own offense in order to stop Frasier, you guys can check that out. We have the full study dropping on Patreon, patreon.com/boring breakdowns. I will include the link below. Guys, this is also the best way to support. It takes a ton of time doing this, but if you guys would like more of this work, please consider hitting that up and supporting on Patreon. I am designing all of those long form breakdowns to be things that you can immediately start incorporating into your own training. If you guys would like kind of a sample of that, please hit up the YouTube studies on the Kikuno kick and the T-clinch studies by Coach Joe Cherney. I had tons and tons of positive feedback on that, those studies, and how folks were immediately able to start implementing some of those techniques from the film studies there. So again, patreon.com/boring breakdowns if you guys would like to support. And if you guys are digging the YouTube content, please like, share, subscribe, comment, tell the homies, tell the folks at the gym, and let's go ahead and jump in. So most important thing is we need to understand what is the main threat from Joe Frazier. So let's check out this the snippet. And most of you guys, if you know Joe Frazier, you know what's about to happen right now. We're going to see Joe Frazier throw his most common shot. Let's check it out. Here we're going to see Joe Frazier leap in for that big left hook. So the difficulty here is how much Joe Frazier is going to be level changing before the left hook. So let's slow it down really quick. Pay specific attention to the crouches. So crouch here, and we see Foreman respond by creating distance. We're going to see another crouch, and from this crouch we're going to see the hopping in. And this is the main threat to worry about. That left hook did touch Foreman. Now, let's check out how Foreman dealt with this. First technique we're going to look at is the push from George Foreman. So we discussed in the last sequence Joe Frazier coming into that level change position, and from that level change position being able to spring up out of it for the left hook. From here, in order to take the spring away, Foreman is going to post both gloves on the shoulder, and he's going to push, bringing the center of gravity back up of Frazier and taking away that springing power. Let's check out another example. Alternatively, this push can be done with just one hand. So we're going to see Frazier get into this level change position again. As we do, pay specific attention to the left glove of Foreman. As he level changes, Foreman is going to push with that left glove as he starts angling off towards his left, and that forces Joe Frazier to come up out of that level change instead of being able to spring forward. Now we're going to discuss the scoop, which is the second technique. Now the scoop is going to be a motion that's specifically designed to redirect the head of Joe Frazier. So from here, we're going to see George Foreman throw that left, and Joe Frazier's head is in this position pretty close to Foreman here. So from here, Foreman is going to retract that left glove. He's going to essentially collar tie the neck of Frazier, and with this collar tie, he's going to scoop him off in this direction. The homies who are grapplers, wrestlers, etc., they're going to be pretty familiar with this, as this is a great entry to shoot in on the legs. So let's check out this sequence one more time. So from here, we see Joe Frazier's head underneath. Foreman is going to retract that glove and then scoop the head off in this direction. Now, Joe Frazier is technically close enough for offense, but he's now being pulled too far off balance in order to fire anything substantial. Lastly, we're going to discuss the turn. So from here, we're going to see Frazier is going to look to throw the right hand. Now, the turn is similar to a scoop, but instead of controlling the head, you're controlling another part of the body. Also, instead of just moving them, you're going to be turning as well. So from here, we see the right hand come in. Foreman is going to kind of lift his gloves up and make room and almost hollow himself out for that right hand. He's going to contact the back. This can also be contacting the arm, the elbow, etc. Now from here, he's going to continue Frasier's forward momentum off that right hand and push him in the direction that he wants to fire in. As he does that, notice Foreman's feet. He's going to be circling and having a short pivot, and he's going to end in his boxing stance to redirect Frasier and complete that turn. Guys, if you'd like to figure out how to use these techniques in terms of when do you choose a push, when do you choose a scoop or a turn, I will be discussing that in detail on the full study again /boring breakdowns. I'll be discussing in depth how to make the choice of which hand fighting technique to use, as well as the offensive strategies Foreman used in order to shut down the aggressive Frasier. So again, patreon.com/boring breakdowns. Also just a great way to support the work. If you guys like what I do, if you guys would like to see me put more of it out, that is one of the best ways to support. Also, if you guys got homies in the gym, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and please hit up the homies, put them onto the work. Custom studies also available. If you are a coach and pro athlete and you have an opponent coming up, send me your opponent's footage and I will break down the opponent. My goal is to have you knowing the opponent better than the work has already been done for multiple folks in the UFC, including one former UFC champion, a WBC champion who got the belt with the help of one of our breakdowns, and as well as a couple of WBC Muay Thai contenders as well. So please hit it up via the DMs in Instagram or on the website, which will be linked below. Guys, thank you so much for next one, Boring Breakdowns.